Hey cruisers, and we are live. Welcome to today's live stream, which is sponsored by cruiseline.com, where you can find reviews, tips, and photos from real everyday cruisers. As you guys know, we love partnering with them. We love cruiseline.com. We love using Shipmate app, and we love that we've been able to interact with all of you guys there recently. Thank you so much for adding us as your friends on cruiseline.com and finding us and seeking us out. It's been awesome. So let's see who's here. So good to have all of you today. All right, we have Ms. Mary, who was first in the chat and showed up early. Look at you, overachiever. We have Flashy and Fabulous, Ryan from Colorado Springs, Christina Weimark, Lego. I can't say your name, Lego. I don't know what the rest of it is. You're gonna have to help me out. Jennifer's here, Halsey Roberts here, April's here, Ronald's here. Hey Ron, Linda, Arizona. All right. Hi Eve, my notification squad. I know you. Nice to see you. Rock Girl's here, Stubby, Garland Joyce. Ooh, Lego, you're going on a Bermuda cruise tomorrow. Wow, bon voyage, that's awesome. So we've got Garlanda Joyce from Halifax, Nova Scotia. Wonderful to see you. Welcome to your first live stream with us. We're happy to have you. Jennifer is here. Oh my goodness, we have lots of people coming in. So you guys, my husband still has a terrible cough. So our goal today is to make it so he doesn't have to talk, because if he starts talking, he starts coughing, and you guys don't want to hear that. So I'm going to try to be really good about getting to your questions in the chat. So here are my favors for all of you in the chat today. If you have questions, keep them brief and really cruise focused, so that I can read them quickly, and family friendly, of course, because as you guys know, we do get all ages here in the chat, and we just want to keep it family friendly. So thank you for that. Let's see who else we have. I'd love to be able to say hello to all of you if I can. Jennifer, welcome. Thank you so much for the kind words. Matt is here. Yay. I didn't know that I was on at the same time as Royal Caribbean Chat with Matt. That's crazy. Do you mean on Facebook? Let me know. Becky's here. Let's see here. Jeff, Kristen, Michelle, Dance Time, Jay from Chicago, Ray. Hi, Ray. Brooke, Kay, Christine, Doris, Cheryl, PJ from Texas. Oh my goodness, we've got so many people here, you guys. I'm going to have a hard time catching up. Let's see. We've got some Hawaii folks. We've got Kenya, Taylor, Lenani, Cruising with Wheels. You took a day off work to be with us. Oh, thank you so much. You can't miss a Saturday. That's not good. Dakota's here. Letitia's here. Sue G says, feel better soon, Mr. Cruise Tips TV. Yeah, we hope he does. Poor guy. You guys were going on like 3 weeks here. It's terrible. I feel so bad for him. Ashley or whatever, going on your first cruise to the Southern Caribbean. That is awesome. Bonnie's here. Aw, thanks, Bonnie. Hot tea with lemon and honey is actually a really good idea, and I don't think that we have done enough of the lemon and honey part this time around. He's definitely had a lot of hot tea, that's for sure. Hi, Becky. Becky said, I need your long sleeve shirt for Alaska. Becky, guess what? That's exactly why I just got the long sleeve shirt. So tell me what you think about it. I just got it in the mail yesterday. It's from my Spreadshirt shop, and they have 2 different kinds of long sleeve shirts for women. This is the premium one, and I got the regular one. I like the premium one better. The neckline is a little bit more feminine on the premium cut. I'll link to it below for you when we're done. This is a medium, by the way, and I normally wear a small, so you definitely need to size up on these. Let's see here. All right, let's see if we have any questions coming in. Stubby, don't worry if you can't stay. We will see you soon. No worries. Teresa, bon voyage. Lisa, hello. All right, let's see here. Lord Genbu is saying Wake View is the best view, and I could not agree more with that. Diversity, welcome from San Francisco. Awesome. Very cool. Mike and Cheryl are here. Yay, you made it. Hi, guys. Carol, Rick and Carol from Ohio are here. Nancy. Let's see who else we have. S. Strang, Shannon Morgan, Claire, Diana, Margie, Christy. Oh my goodness, Cheryl. I just don't know if I've missed any of you guys yet. So let's see if we have any questions coming in. I don't see any questions coming in just yet. So if I've missed your question, retype it. Like I said, I'm going to try to manage the whole live chat myself today. So if I lose eye contact with you, I'm going to be looking at the screen. Okay, so I see some questions coming in here. Let's see here. Carol says, we're going to Grand Turk in February on Conquest. You rented a cabana. Have we rented one before, and how was it? I've never rented a cabana in Grand Turk, but I'm planning on renting one on Princess Keys, and it sounds wonderful. If anybody's ever done a cabana in Grand Turk, I didn't even know they had cabanas in Grand Turk. Let me know. Taylor says, what time of the year is the best time to get the largest discount on self-book cruises for the following year? Well, Taylor, it's not so much what time of year you get the discount for the following year, it's the time It's the time you choose to cruise that's more important. So some good times to cruise that are cheaper, just to give you a general idea, would be the first few weeks of February, not necessarily around President's Day or Valentine's Day, but in February other than that. The first few weeks in December, before and after Thanksgiving, those are some tips for you. So just think about the fact that always before or right after a holiday, a major holiday, usually they're cheaper. It's wild. I don't know how to explain why that would be. Abigail wants to know if we would ever go on a Royal Caribbean cruise. Of course we would, and we have been on a Royal Caribbean cruise. We've actually been on 2, I believe. We went on Liberty of the Seas, and we did not vlog that cruise because we weren't vlogging it, but we do have an amazing ship tour, and I believe we did a food slideshow from that one too. I don't remember, but yes. There's just no Royal Caribbean ships over here on the West Coast right now, so we haven't been doing a lot of that right now. Okay, Yolanda says, when on our 5th Carnival cruise, first bad experience, customer service said they would report it to loss and prevention. What does that mean? I'm assuming, did you have something stolen, Yolanda, and they were reporting a bad experience to loss and prevention? That probably means that they reported the incident to their corporate office for investigation, but I am not sure. So, I don't know. Let's see here. Okay, Halsey Robert. Oh, hey, I was going to answer your question today, but you already asked me again. Sherry, I saw your tea time on Carnival in your latest vlog. Which tea time do you prefer, Carnival or Princess? Halsey Robert, we prefer Princess. Carnival does a pretty good job, but Princess really kills it with the tea. They just know how to do a proper tea time. They've got the most delicious scones in the world, beautiful cream and jam. It moves really fast, and they're like putting 500 sandwiches and pastries on your plate faster than you could even handle it. But they just really, you can't beat Princess's tea. Rock Girl wants to know if we ever get the Cheers package on Carnival. No, Rock Girl, we don't. I cannot drink enough to justify the package. I've done the math over and over. I'm a 2 to 3 drinks a day girl max. So. And when I'm in a port, sometimes I won't drink anything all day and then maybe just have one at dinner. So for me, it's not worth it, but that is a great question. On the Move with the Meek says, where should I fly into from Chicago for a cruise port of Miami, Fort Lauderdale or Miami? Well, you can fly into either. People interchange Fort Lauderdale and Miami all the time. In fact, when we cruise to the Panama Canal this November, my mom is flying into Miami and we're flying into Fort Lauderdale for the same cruise. So it's really up to you. I would go with whatever's cheapest. Just know that your shuttle may be then expensive because you're gonna have to get a shuttle from whichever one that you went to. Sorry guys, I just lost the chat for a second. I'm bringing it back up and I have you guys back. Okay, here we go. Let's see here. April says, I have a question. I noticed you never show the Young Kids Club in any of your videos or ship tour. Did you use them for your son? April, no, our son doesn't really care for the kids clubs. We always visit them, but the fact of the matter is it's very difficult to get permission to film them, and we cannot and we wouldn't ever film them with children in them. It's just not an appropriate thing to do. So a lot of times we'll try to get a really quick little snippet of them on our first day on board or on a sea day. And we usually do actually show the kids clubs when we can get access to them. So sometimes you just can't get in. There's children in them, and for privacy reasons, we just don't. But that's a great question. We will try to do that for you on our Grand Princess cruise to Alaska this summer because they have renovated all of the kids clubs at all ages, and we're very anxious to show those to you. So what we'll try to do is get some special princess permission from the onboard staff to do that for you. Sorry guys, I need to take a drink real quick. I'm getting thirsty already. It's really hot in California today. All right, let's see here. Sydney Forrester is actually saying, for whoever asked about the Fort Lauderdale question, that it is cheaper to fly into Fort Lauderdale. That's very good information. Thank you, Sydney, for that. We've missed you, by the way. Let's see here. Cindy wants to know if Carnival Magic has tea time. They might. Check your fun times when you get on board. You'd never really know. One thing that we've noticed about Carnival, you guys, is that they have like pop-up tea time. So that tea time that we hit on Carnival Miracle, I don't even think that I don't remember if we saw it in the fun times or if we were just walking around the ship and happened to be at the Alchemy Bar and saw a sign that said tea time 3 p.m. and just showed up. I feel like their tea times come out of nowhere. So it's kind of fun. All right, let's see here. You guys are asking great questions today, really cool ones. Let's see here. LAKB45 says, do I ever feel claustrophobic on a cruise? Not really, but I don't care for cruises that have a gazillion sea days because I am extremely active. Our whole family's very active, and I'm not very good at relaxing, so I tend to like a lot to do. I don't really find myself to be entertained by sitting around in the room or sitting around by the pool. So I like to be on shore and, get off the ship and do things like that. I hope that helps you, but no, I don't feel claustrophobic. Ms. Kalorgi said, question, any tips on which excursions to do in Alaska? Yeah, there's lots of tips for you. I can tell you that, first of all, you need to watch a lot of our Alaska videos. We actually did a special vlog episode like this, a live stream vlog on Alaska, and we talked all about excursions on that one. That was just a few months ago, so make sure that you look back for that one. And then look at our Alaska playlist where we did talk about activities. But I will tell you what we are going to do when we're in Alaska this summer. Some of the things that we're going to do. We're very excited in Skagway. We've been invited to go on the White Pass and Yukon Rail route. We're taking a several-hour trip on the train up to the White Pass. So I'm really excited about that. We're going to do that. That's going to be in Skagway. Skagway is also fun to walk around in. You can always, in Juneau, you could take helicopter tours. You could walk around the town. There's a ton to do in Juneau. We are going to try to do as many things as we can in Juneau. One of our favorite things to do there is to take a bus to Mendenhall Glacier and take the 2-mile hike out to Nugget Falls. Last time we went to Nugget Falls, we actually ran part of it. I think my husband and son and I ran like half of it. We had tennis shoes on that day and we decided to jog, and it was really fun and very active and awesome, but so worth it when you get to that dramatic waterfall. There's just so much to do in Alaska, so watch our videos. We've got people weighing in on some suggestions here. Nancy said that you should do Mendenhall Glacier and whale watching. Yes, Nancy, whale watching is awesome. Sweets 3Es says, do you think a suite is worth the money? If you can afford it, yes. That's something that we could talk all day about. It really depends on your situation. It depends on the cruise line. It depends on how much time you're going to be spending in your room. Sorry guys, I've got a hair tickle that's driving me crazy here. Welcome to the live stream. You get all the fun live struggles that we go through. We can't edit anything out, right? So anyway, the suite thing is tough. Jamie is saying, what line is best for families? Jamie, the best cruise lines for families, I'm going to give you my top 4, are going to be probably Disney would be the obvious choice, but they're a little bit pricey. Royal Caribbean is terrific for families. Carnival's great. Norwegian's great. Those would probably be my top choices for you. Hope that helps. All right. Shannon Morgan says, I want to go on a cruise, single guy and shy. Any suggestions for cruise lines and how to get involved in activities? Shannon, I am happy to report to you that we actually did a vlog not too long ago on cruising for introverts. And we had a lot of really wonderful suggestions come up. You might want to watch that one, but you might want to go, I can't, without knowing a little bit more about you, Shannon, I can't really tell you what cruise line to go on, but maybe some folks here can weigh in on that for us. Okay. Let's see here. You guys, S. Strang is asking for some suggestions on Falmouth excursions for ages 5 to 65. I've never been to Falmouth, Jamaica, so if anyone has some examples, that would be great. We also have someone asking for suggestions on Turks and Caicos, Dominican Republic for the first time, Eastern Caribbean, so some suggestions there. For Grand Turk, Sandra, usually what people do in Grand Turk is stay relatively close to the ship. There's a lot to do close to the ship. You can go to Margaritaville, you can walk farther down the beach and go to Jack's Shack and enjoy Topher the dog and kind of the history of that place. I think people are saying you could rent cabanas on Grand Turk, but I actually did not know that. So let's see here. All right. Harper's Ferry Painting says, have you ever had a problem with a cruise ship member or staff? If yes, what is the best way to handle it? We've never had a problem with it, but the best way to handle it is immediately to go to the purser's desk or the customer service desk and ask to speak with a manager and handle it on board with management immediately if that happens to you. All right. Let's see here. Okay, getting some suggestions from Halsey Robert on Montego Bay. They went to Dolphin Cove. Halsey Robert, it was fun, and you didn't go to Dunn's River Falls because it was too full of people. Okay, what's wrong? What are you, okay. Let's see here. All right, what do we have? We're just making sure we're not having any technical difficulties over here. All right, let's see here. I want to make sure I haven't missed any questions, you guys. Koodle1 wants to know if anybody knows of any good places to see bears eating salmon in Alaska. One thing I would urge you to do is research the time of year that you can see bears eating salmon. I don't know specifically, but I know that there's better bear viewing times than others. So I hope that that helps you. All right, let's see here. Sue G is recommending Glacier Landing as being a really great place to go and says it's fabulous. So let's see here. Okay. Kyle is giving us a tip for those West Coast cruisers who want to experience the Caribbean. It's less expensive and a shorter flight to fly into Houston and sail out of Galveston, Texas on Carnival or Royal Caribbean. Kyle, that's awesome. We actually would love to do that too. You're right, it's so much closer, right? We live in California and we would like to do that. So Landry Rowe says, what's the best excursion to do as a couple? We would love to know more about where you're cruising though, Landry. Where are you going? I need more information. Let me know. Okay. Let's see here. Danielle says, if boarding is from 1 to 3 p.m., what time do you recommend getting to the pier? Cruising out of Vancouver, if that makes a difference. Danielle, we're early people. We get there as early as possible. Boarding 1 to 3, I don't know what cruise line you're going on, might actually mean that it starts at like noon, but they're trying not to get everybody to rush there in the beginning, so you could probably get there earlier if you wanted to. Ron wants to know what's better, purchasing a cruise online or calling in. Ron, I've done both. I personally buy my cruises through my travel agent though. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll call the cruise line, especially with Princess, and I'll place a hold on it. Say over the weekend when I know my travel agent isn't working, I'll place a hold on it, and then on Monday morning I'll ask for it to be transferred to her for future management because I want to make sure I get the room that I want. I'm just partial to travel agents, so I hope that that helps you. Let's see here. Kristen McCaskill wants to know, how early can you disembark from the ship with Faster to the Fun? Usually you're the first to disembark with the priority people and the walk-off people, so early. Be ready to get up early, sometimes earlier than you expect. PJ is welcoming us to Houston anytime. Thank you, PJ. It is definitely on our list, so we'll see what we can do. I think that at some point we'll probably cruise out of Galveston. It's something I'm interested in doing. Cruising with Wheels is recommending parasailing as an awesome experience as a couple. That's a really good idea. I never thought about that. Okay, Ryan Whalen is saying, what time of year do you recommend cruising in Alaska? Ryan, the whole summer is great. We've only ever cruised in May and we love it. It's ironically reputed to be the worst time to sail because of colder weather and rain. We have never had either one of those things at that time. So I would go anytime during the summer that you can. Flashy and Fabulous says, how does one get from the Houston airport to Galveston port? It's a bit of a jaunt. Yeah, that's what I've heard. I've heard it's a little bit of a long one. Okay, let's see here. All right. Felicia Rogers has a Freeport suggestion. Catamaran and snorkeling in Freeport, Bahamas was a blast. Okay, very good. So if I've missed your questions, let me know, ask them again, because I'm gonna start answering some of the questions that we've been accumulating through the week, you guys. First, I wanna just let everybody know though, I wanna thank everyone so much for watching our series of vlogs from the Carnival Miracle. We just posted our last vlog on Thursday, and it was kind of bittersweet and sad. I'm sorry that that last vlog was so short. The truth is, I got really tired on the last sea day, and I needed to rest. And so we kind of turned the camera off midday and just, I needed to relax a little bit. So thanks for your patience. I know it was only 5 minutes. We also want to let you guys know that we're always working to improve. We had a lot of audio issues, a lot of wind noise in these vlogs, some instability, and we're always looking to improve, and we're always looking to get better. And we just want to thank you guys so much for growing along with us and for being patient as we learn how to vlog, because as you all know, that was only our 3rd cruise ever vlogging. So it's a new experience for us. Okay. All right. Mike and Cheryl said, hey, Sherry, recommendations for a California cruise up and down the coast. Want to go to wine country as well? Yes, Mike and Cheryl highly recommend that you consider one of the California coastals. They are wonderful. There are so many options. Princess Cruises, Celebrity Cruise, there's just tons of lines. Holland America, lots of them do the California coast. I'm actually going to say, let's email back and forth about this because I have a lot to talk about, and I have a few port recommendations for you guys that I think that you're going to want to hear. So we'll email back and forth about it. Okay. Okie dokie. Michael Skidmore says, hi, Cruise Tips TV. I'm turning 18 this year. Which cruise lines are the best for 18-year-olds? I'm turning 18 in September. Oh, Michael, you know what? You'll probably have fun on kind of the big 3 or 4 cruise lines. So, you know, I would probably recommend for you, Royal Caribbean is awesome for people who are your age. Norwegian's really fun for people your age. Carnival can be too. I would stick with those if you can. Okay. One more question I see coming in. Main dining room or buffet for lunch from Lego? I say both. Try one on one day and another on another. We like both. We really do. Hope that helps you guys. Okay. Trying to keep up, you guys. How am I doing? Thank you for the nice comments. I see some very nice words coming in, and I really, really appreciate it. Okay, you guys, let's help Tammy. Tammy's going on a solo cruise and wants some tips on accommodations for someone traveling alone, not a singles cruise. So what Tammy wants to know, you guys, is what cruise lines have good solo accommodations, and she doesn't even have a cruise or a destination plan, so she's an open book. If you have any suggestions on that, let her know, and I will try to read the comments here about solo cruising if I can. Barbara Schulman says, how about a vlog on traveling the California coast? That's a really fun idea. Kind of our backyard, right? We should do some of that. You know, we do a lot of road trips around our area, and there is a lot to see here. So we can try to focus on that for you. I'll have to give that some thought. All right. Katie Brown says, what is your favorite cocktail to drink and enjoy on Carnival? Katie, I have 2 new favorites on Carnival. The Ultimate XO Martini and the Spicy Pineapple Martini are my favorites. So love those. Okay. Carrie's Losing It says, I don't know if you've covered this before, but do you know which ship will be taking the Miracle's place for the West Coast? Yes, Carrie's Losing It. We do know. In January of 2018, I believe it's January of 2018, Carnival Splendor is coming back to the West Coast. It was here before. Carnival Splendor was the bomb. We love that ship. A little bigger than Miracle, and will be sailing here until April of 2019. So, all right. Stephanie S. has a question for us that we missed up here, I believe. Can we scroll back up to that, please? Okay, great. Stephanie, I'm getting to your question. Thank you for your patience. Stephanie says, I'm going on Carnival Triumph for Christmas. Is it too late to call and ask to switch to adjoining rooms? Already booked 2 next to each other, but not adjoining. Stephanie, it's never too late to call and ask. You should definitely try. If you booked with a travel agent, call your travel agent. If you booked with Carnival, a personal vacation planner, call them and let them know. They're usually really, you know, once you booked and you've given them your money, they're usually pretty cool about switching you around. So hope that helps you. Okay, let's see. Okay, I see a lot of people saying that Faster to the Fun is great. I see some tips on Galveston. The Recon 1A says that the drive from Houston to Galveston is about 45 minutes. Traffic in Houston sucks for about 20 minutes, but just stay on the I-45 all the way. Thank you for the specifics there. That's not as bad as I thought. That is great to know. Okay. All right. Oh, Rashida, you want to know how to buy Faster to the Fun. Does it come up as an option after you start paying for your cruise? This is a great question, Rashida. You can find it in shore excursions. Isn't that weird? It's not a shore excursion, but it's in the shore excursions. So go into the shore excursion section once you've booked your cruise and look on the day 1 or embarkation day choices. So for your home port, it should pop up. Hope that helps you. I know that that's a crazy, weird place for it to be, but it is. All right, hope that helps you. All right, back to some of the questions that we've been accumulating throughout the week, you guys. Let's see what we can do here. Excuse me. Let's help Justine out, you guys. Justine says, my husband and I want to go on our first Pacific Mexican cruise. As you know, we always go with Royal Caribbean. And as you know, they don't sail on the West Coast, right? Bummer, right? What ship and itinerary would you recommend? We're in our late 20s and not big party animals. We always go to the Caribbean, so I want something different. Yeah, Justine, I think you got some advice from our other friends over on YouTube who said you should give Princess a try. I totally agree. The Princess options that you have here out of California, out of San Pedro, Los Angeles, whatever port you want to call it, they're wonderful. And I think you should give it a try. But do keep in mind, Norwegian Bliss is coming out for a brief stint, October 2018 approximately. You could jump on a brand new ship out of the West Coast. That could be really cool. Royal Princess is also coming in 2019. Norwegian is also great. We love Norwegian cruises out of the West Coast. The Norwegian product is a little bit more similar to Royal Caribbean than Princess is similar to Royal Caribbean. So lots of different options there. I think you'd like them all. Honestly, I really do. We're not party animals either, and we actually really like Carnival as well, but Miracle's a little old and the ship is a little run down. So you have some other good options you might want to consider. Hopefully that helps you. Okay.